For James and Robert, what are you guys thinking about for your show on Sunday night? You know, last year was 2 albums, and this year, which way are you going?
Well, there's when you're old like us, been around for 30 plus years, which we're very grateful for. There's always an anniversary of some album, so everyone's expecting some anniversary, you know, some album in its entirety. And I think this year we'll Kill 'Em All. There's a 10-year anniversary of Saint Anger and something with Justice for All. So who knows what's going to happen? I think we'll find out when Sunday rolls around. That's what we love doing. We've rehearsed obviously some kind of obscure and rarer things, which we obviously love to do, and to challenge people with some of our deep album tracks, and also play some of the big fun stuff.
It's always kind of an edge of your seat existence when you're in the world of Metallica, you know. Even for us as band members, it's like half the time we don't even know what we're going to play until it's a half hour before showtime. So we'll see how it goes and what we're feeling, but it's pretty exciting for all of us, you know.
This question is for James and Robert. Why Detroit? What is it about this place that intrigues you about performing here?
You guys needed your grass cut on this island, all right? That's why we're here, to mow Bell Island.
That's why James and I came in early. You see how nicely groomed the grass is? We came out here.
We got a couple of more lots for you then.
You see my eyes are all swollen from allergies from cutting the lawn.
We brought our lawnmowers from California.
Well, I think this site was in our sights and C3's sights for a little while. We're trying to find a home for Orion, and hopefully this will be the one. You know, there's so much more to just us wanting to have a festival. There's so much that goes into it that we had no idea about, and logistics is one. Getting people in and out of a place, airport. People being able to stay places, things like that. We're testing it out, and this site is amazing. It's beautiful, and so far, yeah, exactly.
Wow.
We love it here. We love it
That's
here.
Right.
And so far, it's going great.
You know, the other thing too is Detroit. There's so much history here. It's rich. I mean, for me as a bass player, some of the most favorite bass lines ever on the planet came out of Detroit. You know, came out of Motown, and there's a history and lineage going back to just rock and roll in general, and punk. And it's all here, and it needs to blossom and come back to the surface the way it should. You know, and this is great. It's great to be here again. You know, I'm glad.
I'm Steve Black from 101 WRIF. Got a question for my brothers in Battlecross.
Yes! What's up, man?
Our local boys, doing things the right way, putting great music together, just being honest rock and roll musicians. And as you work your way up, here you are at the Orion Festival. Did you ever imagine this, sitting on this stage?
No way, never in a million years, man.
Yeah, it's a dream come true.
So it's an honor to be a part of these guys' festival. Honor to be in Detroit and, be honored as the home guys. So that's awesome. Like you said, we got a awesome history of music, and go Lions.
Things in Detroit don't always come together very quickly, but it seems like this thing happened faster than any of us appreciated. What was it like working with the city of Detroit, and were there any particular hoops you had to go through?
I think it's been really smooth. I think it's been really great, and there's a lot of acceptance into what's going on here, and sharing a vision of highlighting a music festival here and celebrating music and making new history here. I think it did come together very quick. We were looking at quite a few places, and as far as getting bands together, it was like we had it was tough to get the lineup together before we had a place. So it did come together very quick. We did have some of the bands before we even had the place. So we're grateful that the city is, hearing the word no for us is not we don't like taking no for an answer. We kind of, when we want something to happen, we push forward with it, and we didn't get a lot of no's here, which is great.
And if I might add, they didn't have to push hard at all because, many times when we have the permit process go through, there are some challenges not just on the city side, but also with the vendor and the promoters. But these guys clearly have done this before. And so they were able to give us exactly what was needed in a rightful time. And it was a no-brainer for not just the mayor's office and the city council, but as you see all the other folks who are out here, we're excited about you being here. And we hope that this will be the new and soon to be complete home of the Orion Fest.
And just another piggyback from the Recreation and General Service Department side. I mean, when Brad Dick, my colleague, first had the interface with C3 about this event, we thought of this would be a wonderful venue to have this type of major concert venue coming to one of our city jewels on the Belle Isle Park, and working with our Belle Isle staff manager, Keith Lanoy, and definitely with our city council and knowledgeable promoters who know how to get things done, know how to work together and communicate. This weekend, we're looking forward to a successful event, and again, having them continue on here for the next 3 years.
Yeah. And I just want to recognize one of my colleagues, member Santil Jenkins. Wave your hand. This is another city council member. Give it up, y'all, please. Somebody. All right.
Yeah, we were at the Tigers game last night, and but still, beautiful field, great time.
What do you mean, but still?
Well, what was the outcome of that?
As soon as we left, they fell apart. That's what you're saying.
Hey, we had good seats.
Should have came the day before.
Pfister was pitching.
Hey, hello. So we're very excited for you guys to be coming to Detroit, playing Belle Isle. It's very exciting for Metallica fans, very excited for rock and roll fans. But the biggest concern I've been getting from people about the festival is the busing system on and off Belle Isle. What could be said about when the Chili Peppers and when Metallica wrap up their set and the festival's done for the night, about the efficiency of people getting off the island, avoiding push and shove?
I was going to say surfboards, but that would not apply in this one.
Want me to jump in on that one?
Yeah, please do.
So we have a shuttle system. We've been doing this around the globe with all of our festivals, and we're pretty confident that we're going to make it smooth for everyone. There won't be pushing. It's very easy. They'll feel very comfortable on the way in, knowing that on the way out it's the same thing. So if you have any other questions, they can always ask us, but it should work seamlessly. So feel confident on that.
How you guys doing? Now you guys, the stage you're sitting on right now is for the electronic dance music. What was the decision, or how that come into play that you decided to put a whole stage, a whole very good electronic lineup? What made that happen?
Well, I think the music itself, there's some pretty heavy hitters. There's some, it's heavy. Let's see, it was at the Outside Lands in San Francisco. My kids are turning me on to this stuff as well. I went to go see Skrillex, and it was unbelievable. My senses were scrambled. It was like being at the drag races, between two funny cars. It was a new, cool experience, and it was extremely heavy. So we like heavy music, so it made some sense to get some of that in here and to represent all kinds of music, and hopefully we've got some good cutting edge EDM in this tent.
This question is for Phil Cooley, a business owner here in the city. If this place can become a viable entertainment type of venue, what could that do, you think, for the city and people like yourself who have made risky moves and challenging moves as far as trying to get businesses going here in the city and putting up a lot of money doing it?
It's a win-win for everyone. This is an incredible opportunity for small businesses like ourselves to hotels like the Westin, but Cadillac. I can't thank C3, Metallica, and everyone for participating in this enough, because it fills our restaurants. It's just another reason to keep building the momentum in Detroit, to keep establishing ourselves as what we've known for a long time, is that we're a tremendous city.
Kind of bookending off that, but James and Robert, and it hasn't even happened here yet. But what is the post-mortem? What are you going to be looking for to determine whether this is going to be the home for Orion or not in the future?
Well, hopefully we see some smiles. You know, we're not expecting this thing to break even for a while, really. It's a long-term investment, and as a band who's done lots of things over 30 years, this is another adventure. We're trying to help make a stamp on music history, and bringing bands who haven't had the chance to play in front of a lot of people, or haven't had a chance to play in front of people that maybe aren't their biggest fans. You know, there's a lot of character building going on here with the audience and with the bands. There's quite a mixture of different kinds of genres of music. Having them get along like some type of European festival is part of the goal as well. So, you know, bands that are playing in front of fans that aren't necessarily theirs is always a good lesson. And, you know, representing local foods and getting local economies kind of, you know, going is part of the goal. So at the end of the day, it's not about us making money at all. It's really about creating some kind of mark in history. And after, who knows, 8-10 years, if this thing starts breaking even, then that will put a little more of a smile on our face and won't be as much of a personal investment.
For the Metallica guys, I was wondering what it's like to be sharing a stage right now with the Battlecross guys. And also how Battlecross came to be on the festival.
I can't believe this guy talks normally, you know?
Really?
He's like an animal.
Yeah.
You know,
me.
I don't know how you
It's all
seem
diaphragm,
like.
bro.
He's got multiple personalities.
I can give you a lesson if you want.
Yeah, right now. Yeah, how does your voice survive?
No drinking.
Yeah, good one. I've tried that. Yeah, you know, up and coming heavy metal band, you know, loving it. This is why we're here.
Jose
you know?
Mangan, Sirius XM. What about in your ear?
Yeah, Jose
He's
is
the
the
man.
ambassador for all things heavy on liquid metal there. And he's helped a lot of bands and connecting us. So finding bands that come here and play, and local boys are here representing.
Whew, thanks for that question. That was awesome. And I also have to say that this fest is awesome for the local music community. Like, there's so many people coming through here. Like, there's a chance where a lot of the local bands that would never have a chance to play to an outside source to get their music out, to get to the national stage is awesome. So that helps our national or local bands get a little bit of help getting to national status.
Hopefully this is going to be a launch pad for the future for a lot of new upcoming talent bands. It's exciting for us to help propel people's careers in art, all that stuff. It means a lot to us.
And not only bands that are playing this festival, but maybe around the other clubs, you know, around the same time, they'll be able to get in, and there'll be a buzz around the festival and music in general.
And it's a real honor just for us to, you know, be representing Detroit on this festival. And, you know, we've been playing the scene for so long around here, and to be actually a part of something big that gets to be in Detroit and kind of like wave the flag for Detroit is pretty awesome. So we're very honored to do that.
Going back to talking about trying to break even and not making money with the festival, what can be said with ticket sales so far? Or how many people do you think we can expect this weekend?
I don't know yet. I don't know.
We're going to expect about 40,000 over the 2 days, and it should be an ample amount of people and more coming. So
That's awesome.
That is
Yeah.
great.
That's great to hear.
You know, last year it wasn't necessarily the size that we had a decent turnout, but I just thought it was great to connect with the people. I myself, I enjoy that. I enjoy the interaction. A lot of times we fly into a festival and we fly right out. So we get there, we get on stage, we do what we do, and then we got to go. So obviously James and I are here early, and we're enjoying Detroit and trying to, get the camaraderie and the spirit of this thing kicking off.
Yeah, also what we do love is, the atmosphere for us, at least last year, and we'd love to continue that, connection and being as close to the audience as possible has been a huge thing for us. Live, on stage, trying to, get as close as possible, feel the energy. So going out and having this feel like just a giant family reunion or a giant backyard barbecue, and having everyone respecting each other and respecting each other's space, and being able to come out and say hi is always a blast. Showing up at the car thing, or going over to Kirk's Crypt, or watching as I see right now, they're putting together the Ball of Doom right now, and being able to go out and hang out and just give people a pound and say thanks for coming.
And also, they've been hiding tickets around town, so they've been really interacting all over the city. So we're going to wrap this up right now. I want to thank you all again for coming, and thank all the inspirational people that are on this stage. We really appreciate it. Thanks.
Thank you all.
Thank you.
Thank you.